The Dunning-Kruger effect is something that I've been taught by only my dad, and he brings it up to me over and over and over again throughout my life. And it's something that I constantly think about when applying it to my training and when applying it to literally everything in my life. I'm going to be going over what it is, how it works, and how you can apply it to the rest of your life, and just some practical steps to understand it and how it works. What is it? It is essentially a graph. If you look up Dunning-Kruger effect graph on Google, what it is, it's essentially a graph. And what it shows is that your confidence and this is when just starting out any skill. So let's say it's calisthenics, for example. Let's say exercise science, programming, stuff like that. You think that you understand how to program. You think that you understand how the system works when it comes to calisthenics. You think that you understand everything and you're perfect and you're smarter than everybody when it comes to everything. In the beginning, your confidence is super high on how much you know, whether it's learning piano or whether it's coding or whatever. You progress super fast, your confidence goes up. You stay, you stay, you stay, you stay. And then what happens is you have a breakthrough. You realize, oh, I don't know anything. Confidence shoots down. But at the same time, as you go this way, this is how much you know. This is your confidence. Confidence was high, confidence was high. You learn a little bit, shoot down. Okay, neat. Then what happens is you go back up. You go up, you go up, you go up, you go up, you go up. You learn more, you learn more. There are peaks and valleys to what happens as you learn. A lot of people only go over one hump. Some people go over none. And what I mean by that is they'll have a ton of confidence, they'll maintain their confidence, but they don't really know anything. Maybe they'll peak down or they'll shoot down and then they'll come back up and then they go, okay, I know everything now. And then they stay. Some people go back down and then up and then down and then up. What I am urging you to do is stick to a flat line. Keep your confidence high, medium ish, with, okay, I know some things, but I know there's stuff that I don't know. Keep it medium ish, progress in your knowledge. It'll sometimes go down, it'll sometimes go up, it'll sometimes go down, it'll sometimes go up, whatever. People who think online, and you can probably guess who I'm talking about, who think they know absolutely everything, who think they are the smartest athlete, who think that they know all of the systems and all the correct ways to progress. These are the people who are stuck in this high level of confidence, but maybe a high level of knowledge as well, but they're affecting their knowledge because they can't admit that there are things that they maybe don't know. And they haven't seen yet that there's an aspect that they haven't quite discovered. The easiest way to do this is just to be humble, just to lower your ego. I have had times where I have had beginners in sports that I was pretty seasoned in. If you see up here, I was a varsity wrestler, I was a national level volleyball player. That's a certificate from my girlfriend, but I do have like academic certificates and stuff. That this was a joke. That's not a real, but I do have like very high level in my academics, and I'm in some of the highest educational programs in my country. I run this YouTube channel. I learn about exercise, all this type of stuff. I've had complete noobs, complete beginners, people who know nothing about the sport that I'm doing or the subject that we're talking about bring up really smart ideas to me. I remember this one story, and I've told it before on this channel, so I'm going to make it like somewhat short so I don't waste a ton of your time. There's this one time when I was wrestling, and I had this one move. It was like a specific type of hip toss, whatever. You grab the person around the body, you like put your hip in a specific way, you twist, and then they fall. I would do that to basically everybody on the team except for like the really, really good guys who I couldn't just like grab and toss. I had one of the worst guys on the team come up to me and tell me, I don't think you're doing that right. And I went, in my head. And I took a step back because I wanted to say, literally at that time, I was like that. I wanted to say, you don't know anything, shut up. But I decided, little voice in my head said, listen to him. I listened. Completely sucked, had no business telling me, look how awesome I am, to change something. He told me, oh, you need to step in like this. Oh, you need to pivot this foot. I forgot exactly what he told me, but his advice actually really helped. When I would try it, the success rate, even though it was like 60, 70%, it went up. It got better. The move felt more fluid. It felt more solid. It felt more stable, which is very, very important for wrestling. He sucked. He went on to be one of the worst people on the team. But his advice really, really helped me. And the thing is, if I hadn't have listened to him, even though he sucked, and I say that loosely, he's probably better at wrestling than me now because he's still on the team and I'm not. I switched over to training calisthenics only. But if I didn't listen to him, I would have been a worse wrestler because the Dunning-Kruger effect of my confidence was up here, but my level of knowledge wasn't so far over. When he had said that, confidence went down a little bit, but my level of knowledge went closer to its max. That was a good thing. You can learn things from absolutely anybody, and that's something that people don't understand. You can have idea shifts based on someone who kind of knows nothing, but can accidentally say something wrong. A baby who's never done math before, if you ask her what 2 plus 2 equals and they say 4, they don't know why they're saying 4, but 4 is the right answer. You know, okay, when you add 2 together, it gives you 4, right? It's that simple. When you have someone tell you, hey, do reps like this, program like this, why are you doing sets like that? You need to go through this phase first. You need to do it like this. Even if they don't know what they're saying, even though if they're a complete idiot, they can still have the right answer. Because the way to get to the answer doesn't really matter. You just want the answer of what to do so you know what to do. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect of you're super high in confidence, and then when someone points something out to you and you realize, oh, that's how that works, it shoots down. Don't let it shoot down. Keep it stagnated when someone points something out to you. Instead of going down and then going up and forward, stagnate in this middle part when it comes to your confidence, and then just shoot forward. Like, it sounds so simple, just learn more. It's that simple. Listen to people, and even if they're completely wrong, at least that shows you as a person that, okay, this person doesn't really know what they're talking about. One, you can either help them if they're interested. You can do this effect for them, or what you can do is you can simply just take what they told you, realize that's not how that works, and you are more informed in your own type of belief system. You understand better for your own way that, okay, this isn't how this works. So I'm going to do it the other way because this guy was wrong. So I know that my way is at least the better way compared to what he said. Because if the guy had told me to do the hip toss and the hip toss was working worse, if he had told me just completely wrong technique on every possible metric, I wouldn't have listened to him in that moment. But if he had said something else, I would have heard him out. I would have been, okay, he's been wrong before, so I'm a little bit biased. But it wouldn't hurt to try it one time. Why not? And if it worked, or if I saw, okay, I kind of understand that, that makes logical sense based on what I already know, then do it. There was this one guy who joined my community. I have a calisthenics community. It's recently got remodeled to the creative mode protocol. It's essentially going to be me teaching guys to go from 0 pull-ups, 0 dips, all the way up to being able to literally do like super explosive muscle-ups, flying over the bar, doing handstand push-ups, all that cool stuff. I had this guy in my own community who you can look at him, Raymond. He is significantly better at programming than me. Well, okay, yeah, programming. I'm going to be humble here. Significantly stronger than me. He's like 10 years older than me. He's like 25, 26, something like that. He's been doing calisthenics for a longer time than me, all that type of stuff. When he joined, I had two options. I could have been super self-conscious and try and keep my confidence up here and be like, no, I'm the man. I'm the guy. No, but nobody's better than me. I kept my level of knowledge the same. Or what I did, I could have dropped my ego a little bit, and it's kind of just ego that gives you this high level of confidence apart from just being in the middle. I could have dropped my ego, could have kept my confidence high, but at the same time, think to myself, okay, this guy clearly knows something I don't. He probably knows something. Now, he's like one of my best friends. And I've had numerous conversations with him that have shot my level of knowledge further and further each time. So what will happen is my confidence will be here, like relative to the scale. It'll be like right here. It'll be somewhat high still. But whenever I talk to him, it goes boink, 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 boink. It keeps going forward because of the fact that I'm listening to him. And instead of being so egotistical and so confident that I know everything, I listen to someone who is objectively better than me. And that's why community is so important. You need people who are worse than you need people who are on your level, and you need people who are better than you. And being better, being worse isn't a bad thing. It's where you are on your learning path. You can be worse than someone, you can be weaker than someone and know more than them about programming or training or whatever. You just aren't there yet. So that's what I leave you with. I urge you to join my Discord. I urge you to subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I'm a tiny YouTuber. I'm trying my absolute best to get these videos out for you. If you're interested in anything calisthenics related, you can join the server. Look at my shorts page. I do a bunch of cool stuff. You can see like all the cool not challenges, but like exercises and calisthenic skills that I'm learning. Super, super appreciative for you watching up to this point. My name has been Brandon. Keep doing the best of doing your best. Trust God. Signing off.